Hi, I'm Charlotte Lewis with Share with Charlotte, where emphasis is placed on finding balance in relationships. I am the creator and host, and I want to say thank you again for tuning in for this particular episode. And yes, I'm still in the letter sharing as part of this segment in season 3. And this particular letter was written by a young lady by the name of Diane, who was inspired by a letter received a couple of weeks ago from Christina Fuentes. And that episode that shares her story is titled, When Life Bleeds Out, I Will Not Lose Faith. And so if you have not listened to one, please do so. But Diane said, I had no desire, no thought, or ever thought I would ever write my story. So I want to thank you, Diane, for your bravery and for your vulnerability to share your story, your life journey as to our listeners, and hope that it would actually be inspiring, encouraging, just good feeding for someone else listening. So thank you for sharing that. And this is also someone that I know personally and who's been a very, such a great supporter of my podcast journey. So thank you also for that, Diane. So let's go ahead and get started with her story. This is Diane's story that she wrote. And she said, this is so hard to write, but I am going to attempt to write it for you, buddy. I came from a loving home with 2 Christian parents. All my social activity as a child was around the church. Then I went to a faith-based college where, again, surrounded by Christian morals, and I felt like I was safe and protected from the world's evil. I married my husband, who I adore, and we have been married 45 years in an interracial marriage. Moved to his hometown, and his family embraced our marriage, his mother in particular. I could not see my family very often as life took over and finances were not there to travel often. I had a career that I felt God gave me a gift for, and I loved it. Then I retired. My world changed. My daughter suffered from alcoholism and mental illness. My son married an interracially and with a woman who is a Muslim. She is currently rejecting his family. I have assisted raising my grandson, which has been a joy. He is now 17 and soon to be a college student. But I lost myself. I lost my purpose, or I just lost my ability to give it all to God and let Him lead me. Instead, I tried to fix everything and everyone. That took me down a rabbit hole, and I'm still struggling to climb out of it. I'm in Bible study, have a community of women to keep me afloat, but have been on the brink of running away from it all, which serve no solution or purpose. I know this sounds like a baby whining who has so much in my own mind and heart. I felt totally lost and unloved by my family. I lost my anchor for family unity. My mother-in-law, which she passed a year and a half ago. I knew she was my safety, but when she died, something in me cracked. I lost my strength in my faith. My family pulled away or were just lost in their own failures. I was full of self-pity and pride, and I totally lost who I was. This was not a physical journey, except for the stress and the worry did mess me up physically, but it was more of a journey of someone who lost their faith in God to lead, and its results was devastating. I became a heap of misery, pushed away from my family, lost all my desire to do much of anything, lied to concerned friends and family, and became a functioning robot, devoid of caring and loving for others. I ran away a couple of times, but I realized I had nowhere to go, and that could help the craziness in my heart and my soul. Today, through wonderful friendship like Charlotte, my sister, who is steadfast, and through the study of God's word, I am climbing out of my own will and pride and I'm leaning into God's will and purpose for my life. Never, ever give up God's purpose for you. Stay tuned in to Him, but also open to His direction for your life. And she signs it, only in Him, Diane. And like I was telling Diane, clearly you're not the only one who gone through something like that. Let me share with you where a lot of women are, mothers are. We have an innate ability to feel. Most of us. I'm not going to say it's everyone. We know that some people across the board have missed it. But for the most part, we have an innate ability to feel. And we have an innate ability to want to fix things. And that's really where all this stuff came about. Like she said, when she retired. And then because now you got so much time to see everything that's going on around you and be involved in everything that's going on around you, and you're consumed with it all. When her mother-in-law died, she was her anchor. She was her point of safety. And then because she didn't have that anchor and that safety, she unraveled. And then she found herself where she lost herself. Because let me share this, which is so critical. When you're in a position where you give so much of yourself, so much of yourself is taken from you, and there's nothing to replace it, you become to a place of emptiness. It's just like a car. You can run your car until the tank is empty, and then the car is not going to move. Yes, it still looks like a car, but it's not a car that is functioning. Because you can lose yourself because you give too much of yourself. She's talked about her daughter, who is an alcoholic, and she has mental illness. She talks about her son, who married interracially as well, and a Muslim, who has rejected his family. And a lot of us are people who are very family oriented. And just like a parent, even though I have a 40, soon to be 43-year-old son, he's still my son, he's still my child. I know he's grown, but his troubles also become your trouble. His issues become your issues. And as a woman and as a mother, we often want to fix things. Let me share the difference a lot of time when it comes to men and women. We're in a household. Because as you say, she was married, been married for 45 years. A man a lot of times said, you got to make sure you provide for your family. Provide. Make sure the bills are paid. The light, the water, the gas, the rent. And that finances are met. And we all know that it's even today now, way times are, it's hard for a man to do that because things are too costly. So it takes a two income. So it's not even responsibility of the man anymore. The woman got to dive in and she got to do her part, and sometimes she may be the very one carrying the family. But nevertheless, toilet breaks. They go to the husband, the toilet breaks. Can you fix it? Something goes out, can you repair it? But a woman, the mother, she's that side of you when they said you are basically to take care of your home, the children. And there's a lot of moving pieces to that. And one, for instance, if the child falls, and the father may say, you need to just get up and dust it off, you'll be okay. But a mother gonna say, let me see where you're hurt. Let me see where things, I may need a Band-Aid, I may need to treat it, or let me see how you feel. How you feel, son? How you feel, daughter? May even give him a hug, but a father may just say, you will be okay, and keep moving. Because we have that innate ability to feel and connect. And a lot of times what we do to the point of it sucks life out of you. That it can be so big for you to carry that you keep not wanting to give up because you have this innate ability to fix it. And what you keep on doing is keep trying to fix it, keep trying to fix it, keep trying to fix it, to where it drains everything out of you. And if nothing replaces that, what you keep putting out, you become literally empty. You will lose yourself. And that's what she said. I lost myself. Meaning I don't have and know who I am. Because I'm nothing. I'm so fixated on what the problem is. I'm drained to the point of I've lost everything, even me. I don't even know who I am anymore. I don't even have the ability to do anything, to where you are drained to the point of emptiness. And the one person that she had, just like some of you out there may have that one person that you mind to go-to person, and let you lose your to go-to person. It's like, now who I go to. And that's why the second half of this is called When God is Waiting on You. But see, God never left. God just wanted you to see him. He wanted you to say, pass it to me. It's just like in a relay race. You running this thing all by yourself. But if you never look back, or if you never look forward to pass it, to catch up and pass it, then you running all by yourself. And eventually you're empty. And you will lose yourself. God is waiting on you to pass it. And like she said, I couldn't even love because I was so empty. I was so drained. And the world just fell apart. And then she tried to run away. And my thing is, where you running when you're carrying it with you? Because everywhere you go, it goes. But we have a tendency to want to run, to flee, thinking we can get away from it. But you can't, because you carry it with you. But a story is just a story to me that just says you have to know the limitations in which you can even try. Because that whole problem was too big for you. And you didn't let God in because she said, my pride. Your pride is because you want to fix it. You that person who's a doer, and I'll get it done. But the hardest thing you can work on, you might can fix a toilet, you might can fix a broken light or something like that, but the hardest thing to fix is when a person is broken. That's the hardest thing to fix because there's so many pieces, so many moving parts. And so much is beyond your control that you literally cannot fix it. You gotta have God in your walk. You gotta have God in the work that you're putting out. You gotta have God in your struggles. You gotta have God in every aspect of your life. And when you confronted with a situation like that, you gotta pray over what that is. Bring God in the center of what that is. You cannot fix this without him. And the support that she finally got from the word, being in Bible study, the word, and then from other women who's also pouring love back into her, the awakening again to see God, who's been waiting for you, who's been waiting for you to pass it. Can you pass it to me? I'm right here. I haven't moved. I haven't left you, nor have I forsaken you. But can you pass your trouble? Can you pass your issues? Can you pass your concerns? Can you pass your problems? Because I haven't moved. I am waiting on you. But if you keep running this race all by yourself as if you by yourself, you're going to fail at what you're doing. Because it was literally suck the life out of you. And let me tell you, when you lose yourself, you give up hope because you don't see any hope. Your energy is not the same. Your relationship with people not the same. And like she was saying, people was inquiring because they saw something was off with her. And some people out there, people may see something off with you, but you'd rather lie than be honest about, I'm hurting. I'm going through some stuff. I've hit a wall that I don't know how to get around, get under, get over, get under. I need help. I'm falling, I'm drowning. I'm in quicksand going under. But we lie because of our pride. Because that means I failed. And we don't like failure. So I'm going to pretend like I'm okay, that everything is good. I'm going to fake it. Even though I know I can't make it. But I don't have to let everybody know that I'm failing and I'm falling. So I'm going to be what she said, a robot. I'm going to walk through life as if I'm existing in a place of good when I'm really not. And you're not fooling anyone. Because the people that know you know something is off. You can lie all you want to. You can hide it. You can shield it from people. But a lot of time, people who know you, who really know you, would know that there's something off about you. But you don't help anyone. You don't help yourself in particular. You don't help your problem. Because the very one that you share with may be the very one that God has sent to you. That could also be the one that God said, this is the one that you need to seek. I'm sending you what you need. You don't know what God is doing. But it's easy to lose yourself in something that you felt like you have to just be all in with, that you're willing to give everything and all things, even sometimes your life, because the stress, like she said, it became a physical issue as well, which means her health was off. Now, it's like a slow death because it's sucking life more than just you stress and you concerned, but I'm physically dying because it'll kill you. So none of it is good. But when you got a God that's waiting on you, because again, he does not leave you, nor does he forsake you. All your troubles, your trials, your tribulations, your issues, your problems, God is in it. He's there. But he's saying, but do you see me? Are you calling me? What are you doing? You cannot fix it because of that pride that we can. The pride that is my problem, even though it's concerning your children, but it becomes your problem. And a lot of times it becomes more your problem than it is their problems because you take ownership of it. You own this, even though it's your children. And sometimes they're the very one not even trying to help you, but you still own it, and you're trying to fix it all by yourself. And that's a hard thing to do. But you can't get away from it. But you gotta pass it. You gotta pass it. And like Diane, I thank you because you opened up. You made yourself vulnerable. You humbled yourself to say, this is what I've gone through, my story, that I want to share. But I know she's not the only one who you out there still fighting a lost cause all by yourself, and you won't win. You won't win. You need God in your problems. He's waiting on you to pass it. Let me run this with you. You're not alone, that you got to run this by yourself. Because what you're doing is not worth you dying over. Because it'll kill you. And to lose yourself, it'd be to not just lose yourself physically, but you'll first also lose your mind. You lose your mind. That's the crazy part. You will lose your mind trying to fix something that's way too big for you. It's too big for you. You're human. Human has limitations. But God has none. God has no limitations. He's God. He's bigger than anything and all things you can go through. But you got to pass it to him. You got to let him lead. Let God lead. Put him in your situation. Put him in your problems, your troubles. Put him in your trial. Put him in the center. So that in all things feeds through him. You're not Superwoman. You're not Superman. But I know we built that way to carry and to always be that one who feel like we can fix it. Because that's how they groom you. You running here, you running there, you getting this done, you getting that done. If you're that type of parent. And you don't want to fail your kids, because now you got to deal with the guilt of it. Because I failed them. They need me. I don't care how old you are. My son is 42 years old, soon to be 43. He needs me. But see, I learned a long time ago, I cannot fix everything. I can only take it to a point. Then I gotta bring God in it. Because I know what I can't do, he can do. See, this is what you gotta understand. What you cannot do, God can. But as they say, work without faith is dead. You gotta put in work. He didn't say you just roll over and do nothing. He said, but let me work with you. For I'm in this with you. And again, I don't think he was doing for Diane and maybe someone else out there who's going through some things is he's waiting on you. When God is waiting on you, you're losing yourself trying to save everyone else when God is only waiting on you because you have failed to bring him in. You haven't tagged him in. You haven't passed the baton. And I'm telling you, you're fighting a losing battle. Or it would take you to the point of the brink of death or even death. You're trying to fix something so much bigger than you. It's never the answer. Running is never the answer. Losing yourself is never the answer. Never the answer. But this message to me that Diane shared, it was just so profound. It was just such good message for me that I wrote down some things. I shared a lot of that with you. But we don't want to go through life where we are a functional robot. And you don't ever want to be where you can't tell somebody your troubles. But there's always someone you know you can trust with that. But you also got to go to God with what that is. Talk to him. But you don't know who God is sending to you. He sends people to you to help you, to manage whatever that is. And then you wonder, you think it's coincident that when you have something going on and you meet somebody who is the answer? Do you really think that's coincidental? Do you think that it's just something that just happened? No. God aligns people for you. God creates situations to make sure that you're connected to make sure that whatever it is that you get, that you're going through, that he has an answer for you, or he brings help to you. God is awesome. You don't have to lose yourself, is what I'm trying to tell you. You don't have to lose yourself. And anybody out there who's losing yourself to a problem or whatever that is, and you literally are just at your wit end, clearly is telling you that it's too big for you. If you find yourself to the point of stressing, to the point of you sick, Your blood pressure is high. You're not eating. You're losing weight. You're finding yourself when you want to isolate yourself because you don't even want to deal with people. Not even your family or your friends. That you can't even function at work. Or you can't keep your mind in a place without maybe crying. Because you know you're in a place of helplessness and hopelessness. That's losing yourself. When God is only waiting. Saying, pass it. Pass it to me. I'm here. And let me lead. Loosen your pride. We don't care what other people say. We don't care what other people think. Because at this point in time, with you in that place, you're literally trying to save yourself. And you're trying to bring a remedy to the problem that you're trying to address or deal with. But you know you can no longer do it by yourself. You got to pass it. You got to pass it. Let go of your pride. Pride is a killer. Let go of your pride. Seek God. And put yourself in circle of people that you know who love God, who can give you good feeding, who can pour some other things in you. That you know you need to get your tank full again because it's been emptied out. But you cannot do it without the word. You cannot do it without the relationship with God. You cannot do it without Him. You need Him. You need Him. Thank God Diane got the word. Thank God she's in Bible study. Thank God she got good people who is feeding good words in her, feeding God spiritual word, spiritual feeding in her, building her up, that God sent to her, the right people to feed her what she needed, and that's more of Him. Praise you, God, for that. Praise you, God, that I was able to be a friend to her. That I can show her who also God still is. Thank you. But whoever's out there, I'm telling you, you don't have to die to your cause and your problems and your trials and your tribulations. When only God is waiting for you. He's waiting for you. He's waiting for you. And I don't know who this message was for. And it has nothing to do with just because you're a woman. This could be a man. It could be either. I'm just saying it could be a child. I'm just saying we carry so much when we try so hard to fix something that we cannot fix. And trouble come in so many packages. Trials come in so many different packages. I'm just saying, give it to God. See Him, because He has not left you. Just call on Him. You ain't like to say seek. You ain't got to seek Him. He's right here. He's right here. Call Him. Say His name. Invite Him in. Pass it to Him. He has not went in. He has not gone anywhere. He has not left you. Because He gave you His promise not to forsake you. Call Him. Call God. Let Him in. Invite Him. Tell Him you need Him. He's waiting. He's waiting on you. You don't have to lose yourself. But what He would do is release you. And you want that release for feeling like you own it all by yourself. And you don't. You don't. You don't own it. Let me make sure you understand that. You don't own your problems, your troubles. You don't own it. You give it to God. Let Him own it. Yes, you in it, But now he's in it, and now you're giving it to him. He's going to own it. He's going to help you, to build you, to get you through something, over something, under something. Because God can do that. And don't fear to the level that you think your pride is your answer. Because your pride is not. Pride is your defeat. Relinquish your pride. Toss it. Replace your pride with faith. Give it to God, people. So Diane, thank you for this beautiful, beautiful letter. One of sharing it. I know was hard to write, but you wrote it. And I hope this letter and this message has been one that is going to help someone, inspire, encourage, that it truly be one that someone can relate to. And I hope it helped you to understand and accept where you are so that you can release what that is when God is waiting on you, because he is. Thank you again for listening to this particular episode. If you have not yet subscribed or followed, please do so and become a part of my podcast community. If you feel like this message is one that can be of use to someone else, could be a good feeding, good word for someone else, a good message, please share. If you like the message, please click the like button. Comments, I welcome your comments. I get calls and texts all the time, and I'm just saying, please post them on my page, on my site, simply because it allows other people to be blessed by your message and not just myself. I thank you for your continued support that you continue to give me and for your love. And I thank you for all letters that have been written and shared so I can share those letters to my listeners. So be blessed, and I look forward to the next particular episode. Make sure you check me out on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram as well. And I look forward to seeing you on my next one. Thank you so much, and God bless.